Hello, Dr. K. Good Sunday afternoon. This is Charlita. I'm doing my individual project on Toradol. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. So the origin of Toradol, it actually is the brand and it's a prescription medication. Its generic name is Ketorolac. And Ketorolac is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug in the family of the heterocyclic acetic acid derivatives. Oh my gosh. What a mouthful. Okay. Oh, let me go back. So these images here are the 3 different ways it can be administered. It's usually either administered through your nasal passage, through injection with a needle, through IV, or since it's used in dentistry, I'm assuming that they possibly shoot it in your gums. And also pill form. And this is the actual numbers and shape and color of what the pill would look like. So some history. Ketorolac was developed in 1989, which is still the same name as Toradol. It was developed in 1989 by Syntec Corp. In the United States, Ketorolac was only widely available intravenous, non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory medication for many years. An IV form, in which is not a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, became available in the UK in 2009 and then in the US. So right here is the brain freeze. Anyway, this is the molecular structure in 2D, and here you'll find it in 3D. These are the specific chemical properties for Ketorolac. Has a molecular weight of 255 grams per mole, and a mass of also a little less than the molecular weight of 255 grams per mole. The molecular structure is C15H13NO3. It has a melting point of 165 degrees, and it is soluble in water. So as far as reactions, I could find no chemical reactions. The only reactions that it really gave me were like side effect reactions. So I actually had this PowerPoint done for most of the week, but I kept trying to find some things that I haven't been able to find. So the uses and applications, there are some medical uses. I didn't find any food or beverage uses. It's just mostly a medical therapeutic use. Well, not even therapeutic, but medical use. So it's used in short-term management to moderate the severe pain. It's also used as pain management for cataract surgery and pain in the dentistry industry. Some adverse effects, although less common but potentially fatal, could be stroke, myocardial infarction, GI bleeding, Stevens-Johnson syndrome. That is quite a mouthful for a syndrome. More common but less fatal is just drowsiness. Like with most pain medications, you experience some form of drowsiness. And as far as the toxicity, there's allergic reactions, overdosing, taking too much. Usually this is monitored by clinicians to make sure there's no adverse effects or, side effects. They also do lab tests like liver function tests. If you have any bleeding, they monitor your bleeding time, how long you've been bleeding, and also your electrolyte levels. Some interesting facts. A nasal spray or injection can be a useful option for people with severe nausea or vomiting. So you wouldn't really want to inject something. Have someone take a pill if they're nauseous or vomiting. So the other two forms would be, the best option. Toradol is no longer available in the United States, so that's why I kept referring back to Ketorolac. I hope I said that right because I'm not looking at the word now. The generic injection version remains available, but as far as a pill, it's not available. And I've already stated that the dentistry industry uses it to relieve pain. Now, here was a case study that I found. It's old, from 1992, which is what? Oh gosh, I'm not doing the math fast enough. But anyway, this patient here was seen over 39 days in the hospital, and each time the patient was seen, they gave the patient Toradol. So after a few months of being prescribed Toradol for reoccurring back to the hospital, the patient developed an ulcer. And prior to this patient taking Toradol, was tested for various different things, and it never showed that the patient had an ulcer. So once the patient kept coming back every single day to the emergency room over a 4 or 5 day period of time, it showed that this patient ended up having an ulcer that they had to go in and do immediate surgery for, due to probably internal bleeding or even just the pain period from it. So the case only suggested that the patient's gastric ulceration and subsequent perforation were the result of high usage of this drug. So that's probably why now they have kind of taken it off the market. They use it for nasal and injection, but that's not something you're just going to go get a prescription for and take it home at your leisure. So it's more so administered, say, in like inpatient care instead of outpatient. And here's my references. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.